what has been really useful for me, and something that I've been playing around with, is to have like database of ideas, database of competition. And I've shared this with a couple of you guys. I'm going to share it again. Um, and I think we're going to release this inside of subscribers sometime soon, where pretty much for like any niche that you're looking at, right, you'll just want to create a full database of this. So I'll high level like run through how this works, and then we'll do a quick Q&A. But basically here, now with like any niche that I'm going to spend a lot more time on here, I just have a couple of niches that I've scraped, mainly looking at like real estate, financial advisor, like lawyer. Pretty much I'm going to be tracking all of the channels inside of this entire database that I've created. And we're going to have something like this that you can create inside a subscriber pretty soon, where we're like just looking to ship this. But I'll explain how it works. Okay. So basically, here, these are all the channels that I've scraped, right? Just like looking at like real estate niches, there's like over 300 channels that are like doing it somewhat competently. You can kind of see here, I have the name on the left. It's just according to like alphabetical order. I have the handle of the channel, so I can go in and click and watch the channel. I have the niche here. What market are they in? And then the number of subscribers that they have, the number of videos that they have. Some of this data didn't populate properly, which is fine. And then like, okay, like last refreshed, like when did I, refresh this, right? So pretty much every single week, you can see I did it just before this call, right? I'm going to want to like refresh the data inside of this database to make sure that, okay, it has a bunch of new video ideas. And then I can basically run, run searches to like scrape and add more videos into this database. And then what I have it do is I have it categorize, right? What are like the most common ideas, and like what are the most like winning ideas? And maybe this is a little bit hard to read, but you can kind of see here that here, if it's proven, it will label it proven. Proven means that it's worked over multiple channels, and like, okay, you should probably do some of these ideas. Yeah, you should probably do some of these ideas, because like these ideas will crush, especially that if it hasn't been done in your specific area. This is just looking. Let me just go there here to like real estate, right? If you're like a real estate channel and you haven't done these ideas, you should probably do some of these ideas, and you will probably crush it, right? Stuff like moving to city, question mark, here's what you need to know. And then if I click into this, right, I can kind of see that within this, it's been done. This is using real estate language, so this is specific to them. But you can kind of see here that there's 27 markets that this video has been done in. So there's like 50 states in the US, and then there's like even more like specific submarkets in specific areas, but it's been done across 27 markets in 28 videos, right? So I'm going to look to see like, hey, has this been done in the area that I'm looking at? And if it hasn't been done yet, then you should probably do it. And if I click into here, you can kind of see that, I have data on the average multiplier. I'm still working on, pooling the data for the number of views, but I can go into here and I can see like, okay, what are inspirations for these thumbnails? I can kind of see like, oh, there's some similarities within this, right? Okay, avoid this area, don't move here, don't live here, and then a bunch of arrows. There's like similarities here. So I can probably just steal these thumbnails, right? And then here, this is the script template. I just used some of the same code to create a script template, but it basically, looks at all of these videos to create a script template that I can then use inside a subscriber. I can just copy paste it into there. And then it's going to look at, okay, what are the different intro options that are used inside of these videos that I can then just go ahead and copy if I would like, and use this inside of the intro of the video. So this makes, ideating videos like a lot easier. Once again, right, if we go back to this board, okay, generate 100 video ideas inside of subscriber and pick one, right? Having a database of your competition is also a second way in order to generate these video ideas, right? And really, I like looking at these two types of video ideas, because if I just generate 100 ideas inside of subscriber, this is something that we might miss in terms of the way that we ideate, right? We might miss some of this database, because sometimes, like if we don't spend enough time curating the database inside a subscriber, or like the data isn't as enriched. But if I were to do this myself, and once again, we're looking to ship this into subscriber decently soon, it will make it a lot easier in order to like visualize this, right? And basically, instead of looking at individual videos, right, which is what a lot of people do, they'll look at individual videos and then just like run of it. It's even better here because I'm able to see like, oh, like what are like the clusters in terms of video ideas. Maybe we can do like a nice cluster visual here with all of these video ideas. And you can see like here, like number of things to know before moving to city, right? City versus city, which is a better place to live. Moving to city, here's what price gets you. So it's able to differentiate. You see here, it starts with the same thing, but here's what price gets you. This is also a different type of video, right? Or don't move to city until you watch this. A full tour of this city, right? A day in the life of living in city, right? And you can kind of see here like how many videos have been done with this specific format. And it's even easier for me to come into the channel, like any channel, and be like, okay, like I can just put this beside the channel that I'm looking at, and I'm like, okay, like what is a specific video that I can do based on this that hasn't already been done, right? And then you can also see here, let me see here. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, it's supposed to have labeled like top of funnel, middle of funnel, bottom of funnel. But for some reason it doesn't have it labeled here. Why does it not have it labeled here? That's something that I'm gonna have to have fixed, right? So you can kind of also see like the view potential based on some of these ideas. And where is it? Well, it doesn't show top of funnel, middle funnel, bottom funnel. But like, for example, why does it not show that? Well, that's something that I'm gonna have to get fixed. But yeah. Well, that's something that I'm gonna have to get fixed, right? But basically, it should show like, okay, like what is the type of viewer that you are trying to attract here, right? Whether like the video is more top of funnel, middle funnel, bottom of funnel, and then what is also like the bottom, and then not what the bottleneck is, but like, hey, like where does this more so sit, right? And then if you're looking at your channel, right, and you're like, okay, I identify the bottleneck as the top of funnel videos, then I'm going to go into a database like this where it has arranged what are the type of videos that can bring me the most top of funnel traffic, and I can just do those videos that bring me the most top of funnel traffic. Of course, this is just looking at the video idea. It's not even looking at anything else yet, right? But this is, I think, one of the more important things to decide. Like, hey, like what is the specific video that I want to do? And hopefully, like I think this kind of inspires, like get you guys going with some ideas of like, hey, like what are databases that I could potentially want to have for the type of channel that I want, and like what are the stuff that I will want to track, right? And I think that could give you a bunch of, I think, pretty novel ideas within this. Well, I've been talking for 30 minutes.